Okay, this is my granddaughter, Allie. She had a dream Thursday night?
I would say about Wednesday.
Wednesday night? And what was your dream about?
It was about Bigfoot, and it was like it was like big, black, very, very big, and I mean huge, probably about, I would say about 2.5 meters, 1.5 meters, almost.
And Allie is 5'3", 5'4" at this time.
Yeah. And it's pure black. It's like black, charcoal black. Very, very, very hairy. You can see all the facial features.
How wide do you think the shoulders were?
Oh, God. Well, I've seen the shoulders. They were about, probably, the thing was about that big. Wide, shoulder wide.
Okay.
Almost.
What can you tell me about the head?
The head, well, it had like it looked like its head was like an ice cream cone, in a way. The way the head was shaped looked like.
Did it go to a point or like a rounded head? Cone, yeah.
Cone.
Like almost like a...
It had almost like a little, like it looked like it had a big thump almost on the top.
Okay.
Almost.
And tell me, what do you recall about the hair?
The hair, well, it was black, and it was thick. It just had fur like everywhere.
Okay.
You know?
What can you tell me about the eyes?
The eyes, well, it was at nighttime in my dream, and I didn't really get that good of like what do you mean by the eyes? Color or?
Anything you remember about them?
Well, they were very flashy eye shine, very flashy eye shine. It was like that almost.
Yeah, but any colors that were noted?
No, it just looked kind of yellow, reddish, or something like that.
Okay.
You know, usual eye stuff.
Okay.
It's like whitish almost, something like that.
Was there anything different about the nose, or anything notable about the nose?
Well, the nose was kind of like wider, like that, like kind of bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It was very hairy though. Just don't get me wrong. It was very hairy.
Okay. And what were some of the other things you noticed?
Its lips were very, very furry. I mean, it was like probably had thickness about inch of fur. Just kind of like, it looked like it had like a little hair, lots of hair going like down. You know
Maybe a beard?
Yeah, almost, but it wasn't. Was like, it looked like texture. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Kind of like that shiny, glossy looking, and then it's kind of dirty a little bit, but it's still kind of glossy. It looks like it's greasy. Looks like somebody poured kind of oil on it and just rubbed it all in good. And,
okay, what else did you notice about him?
Huge, very big, very, very big. Feet were very big. I would say about 2 of my feet put together. Probably about that.
And Allie's got some pretty big feet. She wears a size 8 shoe, women's 8.
Yep.
So 2 of hers would be a good size foot.
Yep.
Be like our 2 feet together. Mine's smaller than hers though. Okay, anything else you can remember?
I remember that there was actually like a whole family, and I felt like I was actually in the family. I felt safe. I felt like, you know, when you're with your whole family in a household, right?
Right.
Well, I felt like I was extra safe with them around or something in my dream. I felt like I was like I felt like I was in a house with chocolate chip cookies getting made, and with some with ovens or something warm going. That's how I felt. I felt very comfortable.
Did you sense boy, girl, any of that?
No.
You didn't sense any of that?
No, but I kind of figured that the very tall one Well, it was higher than this because I'm sitting right now. So
Well, I'm sure, yeah.
yeah, it was very high. But I was actually kind of predicting that the tall one was the male and the kind of almost barely even shorter one was the female, and the tiny ones probably about my height almost. We're kind of like, oh god, we're kind of like the what'd you call it? Teens?
Yeah, like you're almost a teenager.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
actually, I
sit
am.
back down. It's easier for me to support the camera on my knees.
Yeah, but
Was there any how many do you remember seeing in your dream?
well, I didn't get much of the others, but the one I mainly saw was was the big one. The big one, that's the one I mainly saw.
And what color was the big one?
Black.
Was there anything else notable about the big one?
No. But the little one was kind of weird because it was like tannish. It was like tick. Ticks. It was kind of like a tannish brown, the baby one.
And how big was the baby?
Oh god. Well, I shouldn't say it was a baby, because it wasn't. It was about as tall as I was.
Oh, so you're talking about a juvenile.
Yeah.
But the juvenile was a different color than the big black one?
Yeah. It was like tan, and the mom was kind of like...
Could you see
red.
any facial features on the little one?
I could only see like the height, and that was about it.
Okay.
And the eye shine. Because I saw mainly the eye shine and then the big features of the big one.
Okay.
But I didn't see much of the
let's go back and
wife.
talk about the big one. How would you've already said his fur was shiny?
Yeah, it looked greasy though. It wasn't as much as shiny as it was greasy looking.
Yeah.
You know when you have a bad
hair day?
Looking, yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to share with our friends?
No, just that if you see a Bigfoot family, don't go too near. Just don't. Okay? Because they're kind of protective. They're very protective.
Okay. And that's, Allie had this dream 2 nights before we even arrived at camp. And that would put her over 5 hours away from this location. And she had the dream. And going by her dream, she is describing exactly what we feel is up here at our camp, and that's the big black watcher. And it's really hilarious that she's picked up on the color differences of the others, because we do have a young one here that is a reddish brown in color. And I don't share everything I've experienced up here with Allie because I didn't want to make her frightened of coming to camp with us.
Well, that doesn't frighten me. It's just the feeling that I'm being watched. I feel like a piece of meat, but I know I'm not. But I feel like one because I'm being watched. It's like that watched. It's creepy up here, but it's not scary. It's just that feeling. It's just like...
Yeah, we do get the feeling quite often that we got eyes on us, so that's not unusual.
I get it all the time. I get it all the time. Even when I was in the tent, I kept looking up in the window. I kept looking. I was like...
We had a pretty quiet night last night. We did have something interesting happen. We had a whippoorwill sit within probably 10 feet of our tent calling. Yeah, and we were kind of just kicked back, relaxing, trying to fall asleep, but Allie and I were still awake. So we're like, oh, that's so pretty. We're so enjoying hearing the whippoorwill. And next thing you know, we hear this snap and crack right where the whippoorwill was, and everything went dead silent. So we don't know if something caught the whippoorwill.
Or something threw at it just to make it like, shut up. Shut up, stop talking.
We don't know what happened, but it was just like all of a sudden that beautiful whippoorwill was gone. So we were kind of bummed. But that's, this is a Saturday morning report. That was from a Friday night in the tent. And we're in June 2014. That's it for now, guys.